IT Insider.
I'm your host, Joshua Burrows, co-host
Garrett Dunlap.
We are filming on location at Dick's Sporting Goods, where we have actually found out that we cannot go inside to give you a tour of the business as we typically enjoy doing, because their infrastructure has decided that if we were to do so, they can actually sue us. So
exactly. What they specifically told us is that if we mention any of their names or any of their products, that the hits on YouTube automatically go to the corporate headquarters in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania of Dick's Sporting Goods, and we would get ourselves in trouble. So therefore, we will be filming on the outside.
Give you more of a tour of the businesses around here while we discuss Dick's Sporting Goods. And we're back. As many of you may know, Dick's Sporting Goods is known for their large selection of sports apparel. But what you may not know
is that Dick's Sporting Goods, with their acquisition of Golf Galaxy in August of 2008, is currently the largest retail and sports apparel provider in the entire country. They're headquartered out of the Pittsburgh International Airport, located near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It is pretty heavy stuff.
What we're going to do is begin to give you a tour more around the area. So come along. First thing you have to notice, Santa Claus right there. Of course, you gotta have Santa in the shot, right? It's Christmas time. Let's be serious. We would also like to thank our photography,
our filmer today, Brian Gilroy, behind the scenes.
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
All right.
Doing real well.
Okay.
Now, we interviewed today Matt Davis, who happens to be a friend of ours and an employee at Dick's Sporting Goods. Now, what we found out was that
Matt is currently an employee of Dick's Sporting Goods in the apparel and retail section of the store. He informed us that the biggest part of IT plays in his job is how they manage their inventory. Every day, at the end of the day, Dick's Sporting Goods uses their computers to keep track of the inventory that has been sold and what is still remaining in their stores. They use electronic protocol interface, their EPI, and their UPC systems to manage this inventory. Along with this, every day, computers automate when he arrives and when he leaves. He simply swipes a card into the computer, and it keeps track of his hours and his break times that are necessary as provided by HR law.
We're back. What we'd like to talk to you about now is the online company that Dick's has evolved into. Their in-stores pickups, their reorders are all automated online. They have workers that are devoted solely to the online infrastructure that they have. They have to know their reorder points, as I mentioned before. They have to be able to keep the inventory up to date. They have to have the latest technology available. And our correspondent, not correspondent, but our interviewer inside was a manager there named Maria. Her part of her job entails to stay connected with corporate headquarters of Dick's Sporting Goods, just to be able to keep the online industry going.
All right, and with that, we are now going to have a commercial and a word from our corporate sponsor, Brian Gilroy.
A word from our commercial sponsor. Hi, I'm Brian Gilroy, Executive President of WJG CPA Co. What we do is we rate and review lots of different stocks and bonds and a lot of financial institutions. And one company we're kind of high on is Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods does a nice job of integrating technology and keeping everything secure, not misplacing products, and their sales have been through the roof of late. Now, back to our scheduled program. We're back. We'd like to say a quick word of thanks to our commercial sponsor, WJG CPA Co., Brian Gilroy, Executive President. Now I'd like to turn it to my correspondent and co-host, Garrett Dunlap.
Thank you very much for that. Great aspect to tie in with Maria's part of the business here at Dick's Sporting Goods is the Senior Vice President and Chief Information Technology Officer of Dick's Sporting Goods is Elaine C. Gabriel. In 2007, she was recently awarded from CIO Magazine, very influential magazine in the IT world, one of the top 100 executives and managers of IT in the country. Her job entails working closely with people like Maria at this local Dick's Sporting Goods and managing the inventory and the infrastructure that Dick's Sporting Goods has chosen to use. The network infrastructure that Dick's Sporting Goods has chosen to use is a STAR system. They believe that this is one of the most secure systems that they can possibly use to manage their inventory and keep ahead of the competition. Dick's Sporting Goods has been very successful in this, and this is the reason they are now, with 450 stores, the #1 retail provider of sporting apparel in the entire country. It's pretty interesting information. What did you say, Josh?
I agree.
Yes, he
When we
does.
come back, we'll have a review of everything we've discussed. Thank you.
Now we're back, and we're going to have an interesting topic that Josh will bring up that Dick's Sporting Goods excels in.
We have spoken thus far about the infotech structure that Dick's has, but now we'd like to take a side note and give you a little bit of an idea of their equal opportunities within the workplace, the diversity that they have displayed in the workplace. Two of the people we have discussed today have been women. Maria
And Elaine C. Gabriel.
Maria, the local worker, and Elaine C. Gabriel, the CIO of the entire corporation. Okay, now what we have seen from Dick's is that they do not discriminate in terms of allowing women to advance within their workplace. They are very forward in that notion, especially in a sporting goods apparel store where you would expect it to be a male-dominated area.
And Dick's Sporting Goods is actually the leader in the industry in terms of diversity. That is quite interesting information because Dick's Sporting Goods actually receives, I believe it is 35% of their sales from women's apparel. That is the leader within the industry and is much, much higher than the Sports Authority, their #2 competitor. And along with Dick's Sporting Goods being the main competitor within their company, their profile, like the industry, they have not only used IT to manage their inventory better than other companies, the people that are in charge of it are the very first.
In addition to all of these things, we wanted to recap the equal opportunities that have been given to women as employees within Dick's Sporting Goods, as well as the improvements that can be made in the future. They're already a leading competitor within their industry, but as they move forward, they obviously want to be able to see how they can improve their company. And with women in the workforce and women in
The industry in general.
authoritative positions, is what I was looking to say. As they can continue to move forward, who knows how well they can grow. Now, we would also, to conclude, we would like to invite you to come back next week for our holiday issue of IT Insider, where we will be viewing the chaos that is Walmart during the holiday season. Thank you. I'm Joshua Burrows.
I'm Garrett Dunlap.
Our film
Ryan Gilroy.
Ryan Gilroy.
Have a great day.
Have a good evening.